Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Thanks so much for your logo submissions. Okay, so we have the CH and the crystal, and it's a pretty good idea. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. A couple of things. I think as far as your three iterations go, I definitely think this is the strongest. Well, at least the best mechanics setup wise. This is just too overpowering to the lower part of the logo. So that size relationship is really difficult because this is so thick and bold, and then this is bold as well, but then it kind of falls apart at the bottom, giving it this illusion that it's not, that it's going to kind of topple. So, and that's because that graphic design is so light, that's so heavy. It's top heavy, so it looks like it's going to topple. Do you see what I mean? And I just want to make a comment on presentation here. Typically, you would not present your logo on, or any other work for that matter, on anything other than a white background. It's the best way to, because it's the most versatile way. It's in most instances, it's going to be seen on a white background. Okay, so I think this is more mechanically sound. This one is just, it looks stacked. It just looks like you stacked stuff up. I think this is your strongest bet here. All right? And a couple of things I want to mention. I could see this working as like so. The diamond, first of all, the diamond itself, the edges are really sharp. Now I know diamonds are cut like that, but I'm wondering if there's a different way that you can represent. And the reason is because, of course, when you look at points and sharp edges in visual communications in general, those indicate pain, those indicate danger. So this could quite conceivably be looked at as something that someone would consider visually as painful. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Now, it's not necessarily they're going to look at this logo and go, oh, wow, that looks painful. But in their subconscious, their visual communication skills are going to say pain, or indicate danger. It's a sharp point. It's the same thing. It's the same principle as when you're walking through the woods and there's a twig sticking up. You know, you're going to avoid it, and that's just a natural instinct. So we can convert that to the way the visual thinking and the way that this could be interpreted. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to leave it up to you to try to figure out how you're going to do that, okay? But the rest of it I would consider, I don't think this is the right typeface, and I don't think this separation, it's separating your mark from you, and we don't want that. Let's get rid of that. And the typographic setup is good, but I just don't think this is a good logo because it's so different than the kind of modern feel you have here, graphic designer. That's a great font, but this looks kind of decorative. I would go with either, boy, this is going to be tough, but I'm going to try to say maybe even something in the same family as that if you could find something that's maybe a semi-bold, or choose a sans serif typeface that has enough variations that you could use a semi-bold for crystal and you know what I would also say, instead of saying Crystal Hogue Designs, graphic designer, I would just say Crystal Hogue graphic designer. Designs is kind of, it's kind of redundant. You know what I mean? Designs by graphic designer. Do you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. I don't think you need it. I really don't. So I just go Crystal Hogue graphic designer. Try Crystal Hogue in a sans serif, something with a wide variety, a wide family universe, something from a universe family, a semi-bold maybe up here, and then this light or just regular at the bottom. And then try to work out the similarities between the typeface that you choose and the mark. And that would be my recommendations. I think that's the strongest of the three, most definitely. Okay, good job. Now, you'll be submitting this week for peer comment. So try to get your work, you know, as near completion as possible. Okay, and if you have any questions at all, please feel free to let me know. All right, good job. Thanks, Crystal.